Handog ng Radyo Pilipinas World Service ang programang Global na Tayo. Pag-uusapan, hihimayin, aalamin ang mga isyung pinag-uusapan ng bayan at dadalhin sa pandaigdigang plataforma. Global na Tayo. Talakayang hindi lang pambansa, bagkus pang global community pa. Global na Tayo. Dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service, ang online digital station ng Pilipino saan man sa mundo. Tara na! Global na Tayo.
Isang mapagpalang pagbati po ngayong araw na ito ng Lunes, unang araw sa buwan ng Setyembre. Ito po ang programang Global na Tayo at ako po yung lingkod, Ray Sampang. Sa ngalan po ng ating Global na Tayo team mula po sa ating engineering side, kasama sina Susan Aison, sina Hero, and of course si Justin. At sa ating production side ang ating executive producer si Miss Stephanie Vicente. Ako po yung lingkod, Ray Sampang. Muli nag-aanyaya para sa isa na namang edisyon ng Global na Tayo. Kami po ay inyong nasusubaybayan sa pamamagitan ng ating Facebook Broadcast Live sa inyong pong mga Facebook browser. Type lamang Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Sa ating YouTube channel, i-type nyo lamang sa inyong YouTube browser, Radyo Pilipinas World Service. And of course, sa ating real-time, on-time, live audio streaming, i-download nyo lamang po ang ating PBX e-box receiver. E as in elephant, V as in victory, O as in October, X as in Xerox. At kapag na-download nyo na po yan, makikita nyo na sa inyong mga cellphone, laptops and desktops ang mga himpilan sa ilalim ng Presidential Broadcast Service. Isa na po dyan ang Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Nagsisimula ang ating broadcast sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service alas 7 ng umaga at nagtatapos hanggang alas 3 hanggang alas 4 ng umaga ng susunod na araw. Ganyan po kahaba ang ating broadcast schedule upang mas lalo po namin kayong marating at upang mas lalo po nyo malaman at mapakinggan, mapanood ang mga kaganapan dito sa inyong inang bayan, lalo na sa ating mga overseas Filipino workers, maging ang ating mga kababayan dito sa loob ng bansa. Anumang oras, umaga man, tanghali, hapon o gabi, anuman ang time zone po ninyo sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo. Ayan. And of course, syempre, ang aming pong paanyaya, please like our social media platforms. Ano po, like nyo po yung ating Radyo Pilipinas World Service Facebook page, like and follow Radyo Pilipinas World Service Facebook page and subscribe sa ating YouTube channel, Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Alright. Ngayong araw na ito, Lunes, dito sa Pilipinas, tututukan natin itong mga kaganapan sa labas naman ng ating bayan. Sa labas ng ating inang bayan. Tutungo tayo, babalikan natin ang, of course, Philippine Embassy sa Jordan. Ayan, makakasama natin dyan, of course, ang ating ambassador, His Excellency Wilfredo C. Santos, ng ating Philippine Embassy sa Jordan. Later on po yan, antabayanan po nyo yan, okay? So, pero bago tayo dumako sa Jordan, para naman sa ating mga kababayan na gustong malaman kung ano nangyayari ngayon dito sa Pilipinas, well, ang Pangulong Marcos Jr. po tinanggap na ang resignation ni Department of Public Works and Highway Secretary Manuel Bonoan. At papalitan po siya ni DOTR, Department of Transportation Secretary Vince Hizon. Okay? Pero ang DOTR po ay may tinalaga namang tinatawag na acting secretary para tuloy-tuloy ang serbisyo ng DOTR sa publiko. So, tinanggap na po ni Pangulo ang resignation ni DPW Secretary Manny Bonoan at ang papalit sa kanya ay si Secretary Vince Hizon ng DOTR. At actually, sabay ng pagtanggap ni Pangulo sa resignation ni Secretary Manny Bonoan ay ang paggawa naman, pagbuo ng ating Pangulo ng isang Independent Investigation Committee kung saan magsasagawa ito ng investigasyon sa mga anomalous flood control projects. At itong investigating committee na ito ay inaasahan po na tutugon dito sa panawagan hindi lamang ng Pangulong Marcos Jr. kundi ng taong bayan upang malaman ang punot dulo ng mga anomalous project na ito. Sino ba dapat managot? Mga opisyal ng Department of Public Works and Highways? Meron bang mga mambabatas dito? Congressman o lawmaker o senador na maaring masangkot dito? Sa mga anomalous flood control projects na ito. Actually, as we speak ngayon sa mga oras na ito, patuloy pa rin ang ginagawang Blue Ribbon Committee hearing sa Senado. Sa pangunan ni Senator Marcoleta, kasama sina Senator Erwin Tulfo, sina Senator Tito Soto at iba pang mga senador. At doon po humarap na sa ating mga senador sa Blue Ribbon Committee ang ilan dito sa 15 contractors na ito na nabanggit ng Pangulo na nakakopo ng bilyon-bilyon if not trillion of pesos na flood control projects na ang karamihan ay guni-guni lamang, ika nga, yung iba ghost projects, yung iba hindi natapos, yung iba natapos nga pero ampaw naman. Ano po, ibig sabihin hindi maganda yung pagkakagawa. And of course, nandoon po yung matagal nang inaantabayanan, yung mga Biskaya, yung Biskaya na may-ari ng ang dami pala nitong kumpanya, no? Na engineering companies. Yung St. Gerard, St. Timothy, at saka yung Alpha and Omega. Tatlong engineering construction company. Ang isa lang ang nagmamay-ari, ang mga Biskaya. Okay? So pero sabi nga ni Senator Risa Ontiveros, papatunayan niya sa Blue Ribbon Committee na hindi lang pala tatlo ang pagmamay-ari ng Biskaya, kundi siyam. Nako, mas marami pa pala. Anyway, pero ongoing po kasi yung Blue Ribbon Committee hearing sa mga oras nito as we speak. Pero ang tututukan po natin, like I said, ang tututukan po natin ngayon sa labas naman ng bansa ay ang ating Philippine Embassy sa Jordan. So ang tabayanan po niya, magbabalik kami makalipas ang ilang paalala.
Garantisadong solusyon at aksyon ang handog sa iyo ng bagong Pilipinas Presidential Action Center. Sundin lang ang mga sumusunod para makakuha ng appointment. Para sa wala pang eGov.ph app account, panoorin ang video para malaman kung paano gumawa ng account. Kung meron ng account sa eGov.ph app, mag-login dito. Saka hanapin ang online registration tab para sa bagong Pilipinas Presidential Action Center. Pindutin ito para makita ang available na government services. Piliin ang serbisyo na iyong kailangan mula sa listahan. I-upload ang requirements ng serbisyong kailangan mo. Pumili ng petsa at oras kung kailan nais pumunta sa bagong Pilipinas Presidential Action Center. I-submit na ang iyong application at bigyan ng pagkakataon na ma-review ang iyong isinumiting requirements. Hintayin ang QR code para sa kumpirmasyon ng iyong schedule. Makakatanggap ka ng text message para malaman kung naaprubahan ito. Sakaling hindi ito maaprubahan, makakatanggap ka rin ng text message para ipaalam ang kulang na requirements sa kasubukang mag-register ulit. Kung nakatanggap na ng kumpirmasyon, maaari nang pumunta sa bagong Pilipinas Presidential Action Center sa napiling schedule, dala ang QR code at ang mga isinumiteng requirements. Huwag kalimutang dumating sa itinakdang araw at oras ng iyong appointment. Pinapaalala rin na siguruhing may kumpirmadong schedule bago pumunta sa bagong Pilipinas Presidential Action Center para maiwasang magpabalik-balik. Simple at user-friendly ang pagpapa-appointment dito, kaya huwag nang mangamba dahil sa bagong Pilipinas Presidential Action Center, tulong ay abot kamay na.
Kayo po ay patuloy na sumusubaybay sa programang Global na Tayo. Dito pa rin po sa Himpilang Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Ako po inyong lingkod, Ray Sampang. Nasa linya na po natin ang komunikasyon. Ngayon, kapiling natin live all the way from Jordan ang ating Philippine Ambassador to Jordan, His Excellency Wilfredo C. Santos, Philippine Ambassador to Jordan. Magandang umaga po, Ambassador Santos, at welcome po muli sa programang Global na Tayo. Good morning po mula dito sa Pilipinas.
Good morning, Ray, at salamat sa pag-imbita mo ulit sa akin sa iyong programa.
It's indeed a pleasure to see you and hear you again, Your Excellency Ambassador Santos. Marami palang mga kaganapan na sa Jordan itong mga nakalipas na araw sapagkat mismong si DMW, Department of Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak nagpunta sa Jordan at sa tulong po ng ating Philippine Embassy sa Jordan, may mga magagandang mga kaganapan na ihatid tayo sa ating mga overseas Filipino workers, particularly yung pong upholding ng protection at rights ng ating mga OFWs, ano po. At kasama na po dito yung tinatawag na Enhanced Reform Program para sa ating mga Filipino domestic workers. Can you tell us something about this, Your Excellency?
Well, kadadalo nga ni Secretary Kakdak dito sa Jordan, August 29 to 30, 2 days lang siya, no? But the visit was very fruitful in the sense that in that short time, he was able to meet with key officials of the Jordanian government, and he strengthened new agreements to protect our overseas Filipino workers. He also visited the children of our workers at the child care facility, and spoke directly with the Filipino community to ensure that they receive help and support from the Philippine government. Um, on August 28, nauna yung delegation ng DMW sa Jordan headed by Yusek Rasul. They are part of the Philippine delegation that attended the inaugural joint committee meeting with Jordan to discuss labor matters, no? So yung kararating ni Secretary Kakdak on the following day, on August 29, he met immediately after his arrival from the airport with the Minister of Labor of Jordan, His Excellency Khalid Mahmoud Al-Bakar, to strengthen labor cooperation, particularly ensuring the protection and welfare of overseas workers here in Jordan. Na banggit din niya nasabi din niya, he discussed the Philippines Enhanced Reform Program for Filipino domestic workers, which includes, of course, important reforms such as the increase in the minimum wage
Yes.
for domestic workers from $400 to $500. He mentioned to the labor minister that's been 19 years since the last increase. 2006 yata in-increase yung minimum wage ng ating overseas household workers from 200 to 400. So it's high time na mag-increase na to 500 because of inflation and the rising cost of living. Of course, nag-meet ang dalawang delegation to inaugurate the Joint Committee on Labor Matters, no? To discuss employment-related issues and to craft a mutually acceptable standard employment contract. Secretary Kakdak did not participate directly in these discussions because it is conducted at the level of undersecretary, or in the case of Jordan, Secretary General. No?
Okay,
But he did witness the signing of the joint statement on labor cooperations between the Philippines and Jordan. There was a review of the 2018 Memorandum of Understanding on Labor Cooperation and Cooperation Framework on the Employment of Domestic Workers. So it's been 7 years since that was signed.
Yes, matagal
during
na.
the visit of the previous president, no, to Jordan, and it's only now that we are meeting to convene this committee to discuss employment-related issues concerning our workers. But this is a good start because from now on, there was an agreement to meet regularly to follow up on what was discussed and agreed upon in the JCM. Also on the same day, dumalo si Secretary Kakdak to the Al Hussein Social Foundation for Orphans, where he visited personally 9 children of Filipino workers who are staying there. The workers are actually detained now in Jordan because of they're not married, and that is a serious violation here. So the children are very young, no? And he met them personally to show the care of the Philippine government and the support for their well-being. In-assure naman niya yung mga officials ng child care facility that the Philippine Embassy and the Migrant Workers Office in Jordan will continue to support the facility by providing clothes, old clothes, new clothes, Pampers, milk, and other food, no, for the children. And his last activity was, of course, the meeting with the Filipino community in Jordan, where he met them personally to listen to their concerns regarding contracts, working conditions, and immigration issues.
Yes.
He also expressed the government support for them through the DMW Action Fund, the reintegration programs of the Philippine government, and assistance for their families in the Philippines. So it was a very, very fruitful, even though short visit for Secretary Kakdak.
Pero Ambassador, Your Excellency, napakalaki ng role ng ating Philippine Embassy sa Jordan diyan sa dalawang maiksing araw na pagbisita ni Secretary Kakdak, especially lalo na nung nabanggit yung binisita niya itong mga OFWs natin in distress, sapagkat itong mga OFWs natin in distress, lalo na yung mga bata na nabanggit ninyo, they are under the care and protection of our Philippine Embassy sa Jordan. Am I right?
Yes, we monitor their condition regularly. We visit them regularly, but they're being taken care of by this social foundation, the Al Hussein Social Foundation, since they are in charge of providing care and support to I think 200 children of
200.
different nationalities.
Those 200 children are what? Children po yan, anak po yan ng mga Pilipino?
Yung mga bata po nito, non-marital children, ano ho sila, anak sila ng either Filipino, both Filipinos or Filipino with other foreign nationals, including Jordanians.
Mhm.
Ang labag po kasi sa batas yung hindi po kasal yung couple, and that is a very serious offense in the kingdom. Children born out of wedlock will not be issued birth certificates and will not have access to childcare. Ganyan dahil nga hindi sila kasal legally, no, yung mga magulang nila. But the government of Jordan takes care of them, and the Philippine government through our embassy here and Migrant Workers Office monitor the conditions of these children.
Now, Your Excellency, Ambassador Santos, may nabanggit kayo which is magandang balita yun, no? Yung minimum wage is from 400 gagawin ng $500 ano po. And I think yung mga officials po dyan sa Jordan, welcome naman sa kanila yan at open naman sila sa pag-increase ng salary.
Sabi po nila, it will be subject to review, but of course, this announcement is applicable not only in Jordan, but to all countries where there are Filipino workers. So, what I was told that 19 years ago, of course, there was initial resistance, no, dahil nga tataas, no, but eventually the resistance gave way to acceptance, and
Okay.
hopefully this is something that can be worked out.
Alright, napakahalaga na role po ng how can the embassy help in making sure that yung minimum wage na yan will be implemented sa atin? Ano ba sa ating mga OFWs? Effective immediately po ba yan o para sa mga bagong kontrata lang? Na
I think
dadaan din po ba
this
sa
is
embahada
applicable to
natin yung
new
mga yan?
contracts. Yung mga bagong kontrata to be processed by the POA, no? And then for implementation here through the MWO Jordan. What was discussed during the meeting with the labor ministers, those existing contracts that provide for $400 minimum salary will remain until the completion of the contracts. And of course, kung gusto nilang lumipat or magbago ng employer, the new rules will have to be applied because it's a universal application eh.
Sigurado yung ating mga kababayan niya sa Jordan, baka tumawag na sa inyo yan, Ambassador, Your Excellency, kung sabi, baka sabihin,
Handa
nasaan na
naman
yung
kami
500?
sumagot sa mga concerns nila. But what was also emphasized by the Jordanian side is, of course, there is the minimum salary, but Filipino workers receive free accommodation, food, provisions are provided. But I think what was emphasized by our government to the Jordanian side is that there is a need to ensure that there will be improvements in the working conditions of our workers to ensure that their dignity is upheld. So, yung mga regular medical checkups, there has to be provisions for rest days and annual leave. And then service benefits. Kasi ho dito sa Jordan, ang end of service or social security system covers only skilled workers, hindi po kasama ang ating household workers. And we want the inclusion of our household workers in the social security system so that they can be entitled to benefits, no, and service benefits. But we were told that, of course, they acknowledge this request. But of course, there has to be some changes in their legislations. For right now, kasi hindi ho covered ang household workers under the social security system of Jordan.
Oh, okay. So kailangan pa ho ng amendment sa batas para masama.
Nasimulan na ho kasi nagkaroon na ho ng first joint committee meeting on labor matters as part of the memorandum of understanding on labor cooperation and cooperation framework on the employment of household workers between Jordan and the Philippines that was signed 7 years ago. Nagsimula na ho ang meeting. So under the joint statement that was agreed upon and signed during that meeting and witnessed by Secretary Kakdak, the two governments, the two countries agreed to hold regular joint consultation meeting to discuss further the actions needed to improve the welfare and conditions of our workers here in Jordan.
All right. Okay. But before I conclude this program, Your Excellency, gusto ko lang ipaalala sa ating mga nakikinig yung napaka-importanting role na ginampanan po ninyo at ng ating embahada diyan sa Jordan nitong nakalipas na conflict between Israel and Iran. Ano po, at yung tulong na naibahagi ninyo sa ating mga kababayang OFWs fleeing yung mga yung sa bansang Iran, yung mga yung nakatawid at nakauwi na ho dito. So sa kasalukuyan po, kamusta po ba ang sitwasyon, security situation ngayon diyan sa Jordan?
Right now it's still peaceful. We of course we continue to monitor the situation. The Filipinos in Jordan are not directly affected by this conflict because we are not. Jordan is not a party to the conflict, but it borders Israel. And as you know, during the war, the last conflict between Iran and Israel, Jordan was the scene of incoming missiles from Iran. Dumadaan dito yung mga
Yes,
missiles.
yes.
And of course, from Israel, nag-evacuate yung mga nationals natin through the border with Jordan. Naayos naman namin yan, yung cross nila sa border to Jordan through the cooperation of the Jordanian government and coordination with our embassy in Israel. And of course, we continue to advise our community to stay alert and to heed the guidelines given by the government of Jordan in case of emergency, and particularly kung meron mga missile attack.
Yes,
so, wala namang casualties dito na
That's
nangyari. So far, we're thankful for that. Talaga naman peaceful in Jordan. But of course, nakakasama na sila dahil dumadaan dito yung mga missiles. So other than that, it is safe. There is peace and order in this country. And of course, but we remain alert and be ready for any contingency.
Yeah. I just wanted to highlight that, Your Excellency, sapagkat napakalaki po ng role na ginawa ng Philippine Embassy natin sa Jordan in helping, yung mga distressed OFWs natin on both sides of the fence, ibig sabihin from Israel and Iran, na makalabas at makauwi dito sa bansa. Sa tulong po ninyo, Your Excellency, and of course ng Department of Foreign Affairs at ng iba pang mga ahensya tulad ng DMW. Biro nyo, sa hindi nakakaalam, tumatawid pa ho ng border yan. Si Ambassador Santos, sa layo niyan, kasama ng mga kababayan natin. I know His Excellency Santos, alam niyo yung sinasabi ko sapagkat by that time, nai-interview na natin si Ambassador Santos. Hindi po ba, Your Excellency?
Well, nakasama ko kasi si Secretary Kakdak on the first evacuation. Nauna, of course, yung mga government officials. I was personally there at the border. And Secretary Kakdak came here to Jordan to personally assist our workers at the border, which is about an hour away from the capital, Amman.
Yes.
And after that, we ensured that they will have their return flights to the Philippines the following day. Kasama pa nga ni Secretary Kakdak yung mga ating mga kababayan na lumikas from Israel to Jordan. Stranded lang sila sa Qatar for one night kasi nga nag-attack yung Iran, dumaan din yung missiles sa Qatar. So yung delay yung return flight nila sa the Philippines. But maayos naman ang coordination naman namin dito with MW Jordan, with the authorities in Jordan. Alam na nila kung pag lumalapit kami, mayroong reason. And the reason is, of course, to ensure the safety and well-being of our overseas Filipino workers.
May pahabol lang na tanong dito, Your Excellency. Nagsagawa na raw ba ng ng serbisyo caravan sa Jordan?
It's a good thing that you mention it. When Secretary Kakdak met with the Filipino community here in Amman, Jordan, he mentioned the possibility of holding a Serbisyo caravan here also in Jordan. As you know, yung Serbisyo caravan was held, I think, in Riyadh, in Dubai, and soon in China, in Shanghai. I mentioned this to Secretary Kakdak, and he agreed na this is a good opportunity to bring the government services directly to our people and to give recognition to them as modern day heroes. I think ang DFA sasali din dyan to provide consular services. Maganda to eh. Kasi one-stop shop ito. I think 10 government agencies are
Yes.
participating in the Servicio Caravan. All in one go, no? I think we will just organize a suitable venue to accommodate the number of applicants for various services being offered by the Philippine government. So we look forward to this. I'm sure it will be in the pipeline because
Yeah.
Jordan is host to 42,000 Filipinos in this country.
Yan. So, antabayanan po namin yan, Your Excellency, and I hope we can be part of it. At least makapanayam namin kayo ulit for that serbisyo caravan para sa atin naman mga kababayan dyan sa Jordan. Kasi tama po yung sabi nyo, napakarami mga government agencies, no? Kasama Pag-ibig, may Pag-ibig silang Bitbit, merong PSA, ano? Pati
PSA
yata
din po,
pag-i-issue
kasama
ng
po.
national ID, kasama na. Ano ho dyan?
OWA din po. OWA.
OWA, yung OWA.
OWA. Of course,
Oo.
this DMW-led initiative, which has proven to be a success in the GCC, and now they plan to hold it in China, in Shanghai, China soon, no? This month. So, maganda pong ano to, serbisyo at programa ng ating pamahalaan para sa kapakanan ng ating mga kababayan overseas.
Alright. Pero dapat gawin din sa sa Jordan. Sa susunod
Handa po kami
sa-
dyan para maayos po ma-deliver yung ating mga services at ma-assist po din natin
naka-schedule
yung
naman
mga
sa amin, naka-schedule po
officials
sa
natin.
amin Your Excellency si Secretary Kakdak ma-interview, I think tomorrow. I-remind ko siya na yung ating mga kababayan sa Jordan ay naghahantay din ng serbisyo caravan. At saka yun.
He
So,
was
na rin.
warmly received by the Filipino community here in Jordan, Gail. Actually, si Secretary Kakdak po is the first cabinet level official of the current administration to visit Jordan in an official visit, and he has been here for twice already, no?
Oh.
In for the border evacuation, and now for his meeting with his counterpart from the Ministry of Labor, the Minister of Labor.
Yeah.
So very very productive yung visit niya, and hopefully madala niya dito yung serbisyo caravan para naman ma-experience namin, matikman ng ating mga ma-experience ang ating mga kababayan din kung ganong kamahal ng pamahalan sila, and para mabigyan din sila ng recognition
Yes.
bilang bagong mga bayani natin. Yan lang mabibigay natin to bring our services closer to our nationals, to make it more easier for them, convenient for them to avail of these services. And that is one of our main projects for next year.
Yes. Well, of course, the DMW cannot do it alone. Alam ko, kung walang suporta ang Department of Foreign Affairs at ng ating embahada po sa pangunguna tulad po ninyo, Your Excellency Santos, hindi rin naman magiging successful yan. It's a collaborative effort ng DMW o at saka ng Department of Foreign Affairs, and of course ang ating Philippine Embassy sa Jordan sa pangunguna po ninyo. We will be looking forward to it. Yang serbisyo caravan na yan para sa ating mga kababayan sa Jordan. Like I said, kukulitin namin ni Step si Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak. Ipapaalala namin sa kanya na naghihintay ang libo-libo nating mga kababayan na nagtatrabaho sa Jordan at ang ating embahada ron para po sa pakikipagtulungan maisagawa ang serbisyo caravan dyan sa Jordan. Maraming salamat po, Your Excellency Ambassador Santos. Not unless meron po kayo mga pahabol na mensahe, impormasyon para sa ating mga kababayan, go ahead po, Your Excellency.
Well, ang masasabi ko lang po is that bukas palagi po ang pintuan ng Philippine Embassy at Migrant Workers Office in Jordan to provide support and assistance to our nationals who are in need of our services and assistance. And our job here at the Philippine Embassy is, of course, to facilitate the visit of our senior officials from the Philippines and to strengthen relations between our two countries, particularly in protecting the rights and upholding the dignity of our overseas Filipino workers in the Hashemite Kingdom. Thank you very much, Ray, for inviting me again to your program. I look forward to my next invitation.
Yes, of
Hopefully,
course.
pag-usapan natin yung serbisyo karaban para sa ating mga kababayan dito sa Jordan.
Maraming salamat din po. Thank you very much. Of course, Your Excellency Ambassador Santos. It is indeed a privilege and a pleasure to always have you in our program. At lalo na yung mga ginagawa po ninyo para sa ating mga kababayang OFWs, Filipinos living and working sa Jordan. Maraming salamat po. Always stay safe, Your Excellency, and God bless po.
Salamat, Ray.
Ang ating Philippine Ambassador to Jordan is Excellency Wilfredo C. Santos. Yan, yung mga kaganapan sa Jordan. Sa mga kababayan nating mga overseas Filipino workers na nagtatrabaho sa Jordan, at nabisita na kayo ni Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak. And of course, sa tulong ng ating Philippine Embassy sa Jordan, sa pangunguna ni Ambassador His Excellency Wilfredo Santos, ay naisagawa po itong mga mahalagang mga kaganapan na ito tulad po ng enhanced protection para sa ating mga OFWs. Like sinabi nga po ni Ambassador Santos, sa pakikipagtulungan ng DFA at ng DMW, maging ng government ng Jordan, yung pong increase sa inyong minimum salary na from $400 gagawin ng $500 malapit na po nyong makamit dahil open naman po ang government ng Jordan para po dyan sa increase sa inyong minimum salary. Hindi lamang po yan, pati yung iba pang mga programa at serbisyo pang proteksyon para sa ating mga OFWs. Lalo na yung tinatawag na yung mga know your employer, lalo na yung mga bago na gustong magtrabaho sa ibang bansa, hindi lang sa Jordan, kundi sa ibang bansa. May bago po kasing enhanced program ng DMW yung tinatawag na Know Your Employer. Pag sinabing Know Your Employer, hindi mapa-finalize yung kontrata between the Filipino worker at ang kanyang employer sa host country hanggat hindi kayo nagkikita. Ibig sabihin, online. Meron kayong video teleconferencing. Maghaharap kayo sa isang video teleconferencing. Mag-uusap kayo so you can get to know each other better. Kaya pag dumating yung bagong manggagawa mula Pilipinas patungo sa host country kung saan siya magtatrabaho, doon sa kanyang employer, hindi ka na stranger doon sa employer mo. Kilala mo na siya, kilala ka rin niya. So magandang mga hakbang yon. Dalawa lang po yon sa enhanced program para po sa enhanced protection at welfare ng ating mga overseas Filipino workers. Marami pa po yan. At yan ay inilathala rin at pinahayag din ni Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak sa mga una nating episode ng Global na Tayo. Pero marami pa ho yan. And yung serbisyo caravan, ang tabayanan po ninyo yung ating mga kababayan sa Jordan. Hayaan po ninyo, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, kukulitin namin ni STEP si Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak on DMW para maisagawa na yung serbisyo caravan para po sa inyo dyan, sa mga Filipinos living and working in Jordan. Panahon na rin para makarating sa inyo ang mga serbisyo na yan. Yung serbisyo ng pag-ibig, yung pag gusto mo kumuha ng ID ng pag-ibig, membership, gusto mo kumuha ng PhilHealth, ayan, yung PhilHealth ID, yung gusto mo kumuha ng National ID at ng yung mga e-card, OWA e-card, at kung ano-ano pang mga serbisyo, PSA, yung mga birth certificate at kung ano-ano pa, dadalhin po sa inyo ng DMW sa pakikipagtulungan ng ating Philippine Embassy sa Jordan. Kukulitin po namin ni Step yan. Hindi pa pala nakakarating sa inyo. Ayan nyo po, makakarating at makakarating sa ating mga kababayan dyan sa Jordan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay sa isa na lamang edisyon ng Global na Tayo. Sa ngalan po ng ating mga nakaagapay sa ating Master Control, sila Miss Susan Aison, si Hero sa Wirecast, and of course si Justin sa ating live audio streaming, and of course ang ating executive producer, si Miss Stephanie Vicente. Ako naman po ang inyong lingkod, Ray Sampang. Maraming salamat. Hanggang sa susunod na edisyon ng Global na Tayo.
Handog ng Radyo Pilipinas World Service ang programang Global na Tayo. Pag-uusapan, hihimayin, aalamin ang mga isyung pinag-uusapan ng bayan at dadalhin sa pandaigdigang plataforma. Global na Tayo, talakayang hindi lang pambansa, bagkus pang global community pa. Global na Tayo, dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service, ang online digital station ng Pilipino saan man sa mundo. Tara na! Global na Tayo!